Hello and welcome to Indian Story. There is nothing more beautiful and exciting than story. Everybody has a story. In fact, the story is a light. Now let's watch what this story has to say.
My name is Indra Bansal and I'm a chartered accountant and I'm partner of Bansal and Company LLP, as well as a hypnotherapist, a karmic healer. I was born in Delhi. I was a pampered, spoiled child, born after 3 brothers. And the youngest brother is 7 years older to me, so I was really looked after by the family. And I've been in boarding school from the age 8 till I did college. So it's been a journey in which I had only learning to take, even in school, even at home. And I think I had gurus all along my life who have really shaped my life as a person, as what I am today. I studied in Queen Mary's and I did college from Lady Evan College. My father was a mentor in my life and he really loved me till he was living, till the last. He was full of love for me, and so was my mother, and so are my brothers even now. So my father's name is Purushottam Lal Goyal and my mother's is Kaushalya Rani Goyal. He was chief engineer in rehabilitation ministry. He also worked as the director of Oil and Natural Gas Commission based in Dehradun. Well, he used to say that you're going to, he wasn't saying anything, but he was making me read his office reports and making me to reproduce, the news which I was hearing on the radio, and ask me to reproduce and make me read articles from the newspaper and then take a feedback from me. My mother was somebody who was completely devoted to her children and stood by us for everything. I used to cry, I didn't want to go to the boarding, and my mother would fight with my father saying that there's no need to educate her. Let her be at home. She has no business to go. So, she was somebody who only gave us love all her life. She spent on her children and her husband, and there was nothing else. My eldest brother is Avinash Goyal, my second brother is Subhash Goyal, and third brother is Prabhash Goyal. No sister. And my elder brother retired as Air Commodore from the Indian Air Force. He was a fighter pilot. And my second brother is a general from the Indian Army. And my third brother is a doctor and now a very big businessman in Australia. It's been very, very great, and they really have looked after me, because when I lost my mother and father, my brothers ensured that they stood with me at all times. Inspiration in life has been my husband, who has given me space, who has allowed me to really develop as a personality. He has never stopped me from anything, and that is something which most of the Indian males don't want to do. So he's never even sort of been wear this and don't wear this, do this or don't do this. I've not had that in my life. Everything has been allowed. He doesn't do anything wrong. He is full of compassion, full of help for others, doesn't want to listen to anything wrong, anybody. We don't have to say anything wrong about anybody. So for me, it's a learning by the day. You know, every day I am going to falter, and then I'm going to think that this is what he does, so I should be. For me, it's a chart constantly to evaluate myself against what he does, because he doesn't do anything wrong. Well, with his support, whenever I have a challenge in which I'm finding it difficult, he backs me up and tells me that, you know, there's nothing to worry, we'll take care, no matter what happens, you don't have to worry. So then somewhere I get the strength, somewhere I'm very, I don't want to say it, but I am a spiritual person in the sense that I've relied on God. After a tragedy which has shaken me in life, I've just been with thinking that God is there with me. So each time I get a challenge, I'm not so moved, I'm working on it. And I'm able to face the challenges only because he's behind me saying that whatever happens, I'm there, you don't have to worry. I got married in 1971. My journey with my husband has been really something very interesting, because children came into our lives, and it wasn't that we had good money, but we were traveling with the children right from age 3 onwards, and you know, planning and taking them out, and you know, going all over the world with them has been a blessing. And by God's grace, we've had a good life. Yeah, my daughter Sujata and my son Sushant Bansal, and both of them groomed up and had such good values that, you know, anybody who interacts with them comes back with a praise to me, saying that your children are really something great. Yeah, my daughter is one of very fine, compassionate child, and is a child prodigy artist who was at 2 years also painting murals on the bajri with her 4 fingers, and huge big murals she was painting. So she is something, she has, you know, she is a very great artist, but for some reason she has had very little time to be working on her art, but now she is really doing some very good work, and I'm sure in time to come she's going to shine like a star. No, my son was a great child, such a loving child, and so full of ideas to do what he wanted to do in life, but then God gave him very little time, and he's left us like he was the central fulcrum of our family. So the whole balance got disturbed, but now his child has grown up and he is going to be 18 years. So we are looking forward to see what life shapes for him. He is a great lover of animals, and I've got an animal hospital in my house, and he is passionate about animals, which is actually, our Guru says, it's a very big thing for anybody to show love for animals, because they are not saying anything back to you, you're only doing. Whereas in human life, we are asking people, if we do something, okay, we get praise, somebody is thanking us, but the animals they are not speaking. My daughter-in-law is also a very evolved soul, and is into meditation, spiritual activities, is a lawyer, and she is a young child, and living with us, it's a blessing to have her around. She's a very nice person, and I'm thankful to God she's around. Her name is Indra Bansal. My grandson's name is Bhavya Sushant Bansal. Again, a very compassionate being, but I cannot understand why he has to study. Other than that, there is no complaint, and fully educated with internet. And they believe that internet has taught them everything, so they don't need to really get into anything else but go to the internet for all knowledge and answers. I have traveled to all countries in the East. I've traveled to Europe. I've traveled to the Middle East. I've traveled to America, and my connection is with water. So wherever there is a good water body, sea and all that, that's where I would want to be, and also in a better climate than Delhi, and somewhere which is not polluted. So at the moment, actually travel is not so much my focus as because I've traveled enough. So I'm very comfortable in my house, and I don't like long journeys. I don't like to be in other places other than my house. Well, I'm a karmic healer. Wherever somebody is disturbed and I know that I can help, so I'm constantly trying to do that. So much in my house, so much in the relatives, so much with my friends. And as a karmic healer, I do a lot of Reiki for the general public. So actually I do Reiki not specific to people. I just pray to God and tell that I'm doing Reiki because I am a Reiki channel, and I just send Reiki to wherever God wants me to. So this is what I'm able to give back. And between my house, between my children and my office work, there's very little time for else thing. But still I keep praying that I get opportunity to give healing to somebody or the other, and God keeps sending people to me. The youth of the country, my message would be that they are in a space where knowledge for them has opened wide. But then to pick up that what is really good for them, what is necessary for them, they have to be little cautious. The internet has opened such a vast span for them, but unless they are able to filter what they need, what they have to do, they are actually not knowing. They are in a sea where they don't know how they have to swim. So my thing is only that if they hear interesting talks of people and follow their how people who have made success have also focused on something. It's not got to be education, but it has to be a focused drive to the goal which they want to achieve. And my really thing will be that whatever you want to achieve, it may not be education, but it has to be focused. Yeah, your channel, if when I'm hearing, I heard Jim Quick, who's a person who's had 2 injuries of the brain and was treated as a useless student, and now he's a brain coach. And so when I was hearing his lifespan, it was amazing that how anybody could do that, how could he achieve that. So if you have stories of such kind of inspiration, then maybe some people will benefit out of that. So these are very inspirational life stories which your channel can help in putting them to everybody.
Yes, we are all unique. We come and go. But these stories are legacy forever. Do share your story with Indian Story anytime, anywhere. And don't forget to subscribe our channel